In the heart of Ikuku Kingdom, nestled in the golden sands of Zamfara State, lived a man of great wealth and influence named Alhaji Ochikus. He had 6 wives, each as different as the changing seasons, but none as quiet and humble as IKEOMA, his 5th wife. While the other wives bore children who ran and played in the palace courtyard, IKEOMA's chambers remained cold and silent for 10 long years. Her co-wives mocked her endlessly, calling her barren. The whispers of the villagers stung more than any lash, but IKEOMA carried her sorrow in silence. Desperation drove her to the banks of River Gora, where the waters whispered ancient secrets. There, under the pale moonlight, she wept and called upon the river goddess. "Oh, great mother of the waters," she cried, her voice trembling. "Give me a child of my own, one I may call mine, and I shall honor you for all my days." The river rippled as if alive, and from its depths, the voice of the goddess echoed, soft yet firm. "IKEOMA, your tears have reached the bottom of my waters. I shall give you a daughter more beautiful than the sunrise, more powerful than the storms. But heed my words, she must remain pure until her 27th year. Should her virtue be taken before then, she will die and return to me." IKEOMA bowed her head in gratitude. True to the goddess's words, 9 moons later, she gave birth to a daughter, Amina. Amina was no ordinary child. From the moment she drew her first breath, the wind carried her cry across the kingdom. Her skin shimmered like the river under the sun, and her eyes held the depths of the water itself. She was a child of mystery and wonder. As she grew, her beauty surpassed even the wildest dreams of the villagers. Men stopped in their tracks to watch her walk, and women whispered in awe. But it was not just her beauty that made her special. Amina could do the impossible. When the drought came and the wells ran dry, she touched the earth with her bare feet, and water sprang forth. When a sick child lay on the brink of death, her hands brought warmth and healing. She could calm storms with a word and summon birds to sing with a single breath. "She is not a mere girl," the elders whispered. "She is a spirit walking among us." Amina lived like any other girl despite her gifts. She attended school, laughed with her friends, and loved her parents deeply. But as the years passed, her beauty only intensified, and so did the competition for her heart. Men from neighboring villages brought gifts, gold, spices, and fine clothes just for a chance to see her smile. But Amina paid no attention to them. She laughed with the wind and danced with the moon until the day she met Jide, a humble hunter with kind eyes and a gentle heart. Their love bloomed like the first rains after Harmattan. Jide loved her not for her beauty or powers, but for the way she listened to the trees and spoke to the stars. They spent their days by the riverbank, weaving dreams of a future filled with love. But not everyone was pleased. Among those who sought Amina's heart was Jimmy, the son of a wealthy chief. Arrogant and proud, he believed no woman could refuse him. When Amina turned him away, his heart burned with shame. "She thinks she is too good for me," he snarled. "I will show her that no one says no to Jimmy." Jealousy is a poison, and Jimmy drank deeply. He gathered his friends, men as cruel as he, and plotted Amina's downfall. It happened on the night of the moon festival when the village gathered to celebrate the harvest. Amina, dressed in white, danced under the moonlight as the drums echoed through the night air. Jimmy and his gang lurked in the shadows, waiting. They lured her away from the crowd with cries of a child in need. Trusting and kind, she followed them into the forest. There, in the darkness, their cruelty knew no bounds. They defiled her, breaking the sacred bond that tied her to life. As the moon watched in silent horror, Amina let out one final cry that shook the earth and silenced the drums. In the morning, there was no sign of her. Only the rustling leaves and the gentle flow of the river remained. Grief spread through Ikuku Kingdom like a storm. When the people searched for Amina, they found only a single white lily blooming by the riverbank. The water glistened with tears, and in the ripples, the voice of the river goddess spoke once more. "She has returned to me, for you have broken the promise." Chaik wept at the river's edge, calling her name, but Amina did not answer. Jimmy and his gang tried to flee the kingdom, but the earth swallowed their footsteps, and the river dragged them into its depths. Years passed, but the tale of Amina the Water Girl was never forgotten. It is said that on nights when the moon is full, her laughter can be heard dancing across the waters. Fishermen swear they see a figure in white walking along the riverbank, her hair flowing like waves. And those who walk with pure hearts say that when they are in need, the river listens for Amina lives on, not in flesh but in spirit, watching over the land she once called home. The people of Ikuku still whisper her name, a reminder that beauty is fragile, and promises made to the gods are never to be broken.